Country music star and crossover sensation Jelly Roll is no stranger to pouring raw emotion into his music, but recently the singer stunned fans by opening up about a very different kind of heartbreak, his connection to a sprawling 500-acre farm that has become both a blessing and a burden in his life. Known for his powerful blend of country, rock, and hip-hop, Jelly Roll, whose real name is Jason Deford, has built his reputation on honesty, authenticity, and vulnerability. Over the years he has openly discussed his troubled past, battles with addiction, and long journey toward redemption, but during a tearful moment he shared with fans, he revealed how his dream of owning a massive piece of land came with unexpected challenges, emotional weight, and deep personal struggles. The revelation caught many by surprise because Jelly Roll has often spoken with pride about wanting to give his family a stable and beautiful place to call home. The 500-acre farm, which sits in the heart of Tennessee, had been presented as a symbol of triumph, a man who rose from rock bottom to success, reclaiming his life and building a legacy. But now, as he breaks down the truth, fans are beginning to see a different side of the story, one that shines light on the emotional costs that come with great responsibility. During his heartfelt confession, Jelly Roll's voice cracked with emotion as he described how much of his past still haunts him despite all the progress he has made. He explained that buying the farm was supposed to be the ultimate sign that he had left behind a life of pain, poverty, and instability. He wanted to raise his daughter in a safe and nurturing environment far removed from the chaos of his early years. Yet, the massive property that was supposed to represent healing and victory also became a mirror reflecting his deepest insecurities and fears. Maintaining hundreds of acres of farmland is no small task, and for Jelly Roll it has meant taking on responsibilities that stretch far beyond music. In his words, the farm is not just land, it's a constant reminder of the promises he made to himself and his family, promises that sometimes feel impossible to keep. The sheer cost of upkeep, the endless maintenance, and the stress of ensuring that the land remains a thriving home for both people and animals have weighed heavily on his shoulders. As he admitted through tears, the dream sometimes feels overwhelming, and with that overwhelm comes the resurfacing of old doubts and old pain. Fans who know Jelly Roll understand how deeply personal his story is. Growing up in Nashville, he faced poverty, addiction, and run-ins with the law. His rise to fame wasn't traditional, it was built on grit, raw lyrics, and a commitment to share his truth even when it hurt. The farm, then, became a symbol of breaking the cycle, a way of saying that his past no longer defined him. Yet the emotional weight of success, especially when it is tied to such a massive investment, has left him questioning himself in ways that fans might not expect. During his emotional moment, Jelly Roll spoke of walking through the farm late at night, staring at the open fields and sometimes feeling more lost than victorious. He described moments of isolation, where the land feels less like freedom and more like a reminder of how much is at stake. He acknowledged that while many people might look at a 500-acre farm as a dream come true, he sometimes looks at it and feels like he's carrying a burden that is too heavy to bear alone. His tears revealed the human truth beneath the image of success. No matter how far you climb, you can't always escape the weight of your past or the expectations of the present. Part of the heartbreak, Jelly Roll shared, comes from the realization that the farm represents not only his dream but also the dreams of those around him. He wanted to create a sanctuary for his wife, Bunny XO, who has been by his side through his transformation, and for his daughter, who has always been the driving force behind his desire to change. He wanted the farm to be a place where his family could feel safe, where his daughter could run freely without fear, where his wife could relax and enjoy the peace of nature. But in trying to give them everything, he sometimes feels like he is falling short, and that fear of failing those he loves most is what keeps him awake at night. The emotional confession has resonated deeply with fans, many of whom see themselves in Jelly Roll's struggles. Owning land, pursuing big dreams, and trying to provide for family are common goals, but they often come with stress and unexpected challenges. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, reminding the star that he is not alone in his feelings and that his openness is what makes him so beloved. They praised him for showing that success does not erase struggle, and that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Industry insiders also weighed in, noting that Jelly Roll's emotional moment highlights an important truth about fame and fortune. Often, the world sees the glamorous surface, hit records, awards, sprawling properties, but behind it all are real people navigating real emotions. For Jelly Roll, the farm is both a triumph and a test, a symbol of what he has gained and a reminder of what he continues to battle. His willingness to cry publicly about it demonstrates why his music connects so powerfully with people across genres. He embodies the struggle between light and darkness, hope and despair, victory and heartbreak. As Jelly Roll continues to tour, record, and share his life story, the farm will no doubt remain a central part of his journey. Whether it ultimately becomes the peaceful haven he dreamed of or continues to represent an emotional challenge, it is clear that he is determined to face it with the same honesty that has defined his career. His tears may have revealed heartbreak, but they also revealed resilience, the courage to admit that even in success, the weight of life can still bring you to your knees. And in doing so, Jelly Roll once again proved why his fans trust him, believe in him, and find pieces of their own lives in his words. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Talent Spotlight Adult YouTube channel for more update news.